The new Lord Rector at the University of Glasgow has been elected by the student population, and though Dr. Ghassan Abu-Sittah is a surgeon, he manages to sound like some radical socialist.
And in the words of the immortal Bobby Sands, our revenge will be the laughter of our children. Hasta la victoria siempre.
Oh dear, and it gets worse. Dr. Ghassan was barred from Germany this week over safety concerns and fears for public order, possibly because he's currently under investigation by the actual adults at the University of Glasgow for praising terrorists, sitting next to one at a memorial and tearfully eulogising a terror group leader whose organisation was later involved in the October 7 massacre. GB News host Darren Grimes joins me now. Darren, what is going on in Glasgow?
Oh, absolutely, Rita. I mean, Ghassan Abu-Sittah, he could do with sitting the hell down, couldn't he? Because this is a man who represents, I would argue, some of the most virulent, hard-left, vile politics that we've seen unleashed across the West since October the 7th. I mean, I look at this hard left vagabond, right, and I just feel utter despair for the state of Britain's universities. They really have become breeding grounds for some of the most virulent Jew hate and terror eulogising. You know, this is a man that's viewed as too much for Germany, but is somehow all right for the student population of Glasgow. Now, it's got me scratching my head because this chap clearly has more red flags, Rita, than a May Day parade in Moscow, right? Barred from Germany, all right for Glasgow. This isn't for nicking towels from a hotel room, right? This is for being a bit too vocal in a way that made the authorities ponder if he's the kind of fella that they want giving speeches in Deutschland, right? Not the usual tourist experience there to sit next to terrorists and be comfortable in their company and all too vocal in their support, right? They've been digging through basically the comments that he's made over his career, waxing lyrical about folks that frankly most would cross the street to avoid. There was this Ahmed Jarrah chap who's known for anything other than peace-loving activities, and it's not the best look. Here's a man that's so clearly blinded by hatred of Israel that murder becomes justifiable in the name of a cause. Let's not forget that the IRA that he quotes was responsible for the murder of scores of innocent men, women, and children here on mainland Britain. And being elected as rector, it's not like winning a raffle at a church fete. This is a significant role with influence over the student body, right? So these students, I think, need to take a good hard look in the mirror and a good hard look at this man's so-called work, because I doubt they're all steeped in loathing in the same way he is. This is a bloke that's been hobnobbing with plane hijackers and handing out attaboys to terrorists in a position now where he's supposed to be representing the best interests of students. What about the Jewish students there, Rita? That's what I want to know.
Yes. Well, they must not be feeling very welcome at that campus at all because he's elected by the student population.